sitting here talking to you guys. I'm resting when I get in my car and head home. I'm resting when I get home. I'll rest tomorrow. I think this whole narrative of, LeBron needs more rest, or I should take more rest, or I should take time here, has become a lot bigger than what it actually really is. I've never talked about it. I don't talk about it. I don't believe in it. We all need more rest. I mean, this is a fast turnaround from last season, and we all wish we can have more rest. But, I'm here to work, and I'm here to punch my clock in and be available to my teammates.
All right, Max, you're a bandwagon Lakers fan, so I'll start with you. I'd actually have more respect for you if you became a Nets fan at this point, but that discussion's for another day. Max, do you think the Lakers should be worried that LeBron is playing too many minutes at this point in the season and at the age of 36?
Of course, because LeBron James is in uncharted territory. Of course, Lakers fans should be concerned he's playing too many minutes. Dave McMenamin, who does excellent work on ESPN.com, go check it out. Since the start of the month, before the start of this month, LeBron James was averaging, I believe it was 43rd in terms of number of minutes played per game. That's not so bad. He's, a lot of great players play a lot of minutes, understood. That's not top 10 or something like that. Lakers are doing fine. Since the start of this month, it's 11 games. Since the start of this month, he's leading the league in minutes played. Now, the reason that's an issue is because every single time LeBron James takes the court, he's setting a new record, sort of like Tom Brady in the NFL. No one has ever played at his level, having logged this many minutes, this many miles on an NBA court. Ever. Never. Not even Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It's never been done before. So every time he takes the court, we're learning something new. And what it seems, and it's natural, AD goes down and you pull even harder. The sense with the team is we need more from our leader. This is why, Stephen A., you and I debated this yesterday. Does LeBron need to do more? Sometimes less is more. Sometimes when you pull too hard, it can be counterproductive because it's not like LeBron normally slacks off. He does everything in his power always to help his team. So now we're asking him to do even more, or really, as he's putting it, he's asking himself. Not a good idea. Number one, because it seems the team and his own performance regresses slightly as his minutes go up, understandable. And number two, knock wood, Stephen A., you want to avoid a catastrophic injury, given the number of minutes this dude has already played in his career, given the fact he never really has an offseason because he plays in the finals every single year, given his usage rate and everything he has to do, not to mention his off-the-court responsibilities, which are more than any superstar in any league on the planet Earth. Yes, I am worried, as a Lakers fan, about LeBron James playing too much.
Well, normally I could just dismiss what you're saying because it's the sport of basketball, and I don't know if you should have a license to talk basketball as much as you do personally. But, it really, in this particular instance, and Molly will laugh at this because I'm allowed to lean on football, Max Kellerman, to have fun with you this morning. I appreciate your take. I appreciate you starting your take off at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific out here in L.A. I appreciate you starting the show off this way because you've got me inspired. Because, Molly, correct me if I'm wrong, because I think you were sitting in that chair. Max Kellerman started on First Take on July 25th, 2016. Max didn't think I would remember such a thing, but I do. And on that particular day.
It is kind of unbelievable you remember the exact date.
The day you stopped winning debates. Of course you remember.
Absolutely, right? So Max
the last
Kellerman,
debate you won must have been July 24th.
Hold on, don't interrupt me.
Part of him died that day.
I did not interrupt you, Max. I did not interrupt you. And of course you win debates because you take 9 different takes, so 9 different sides. So that's how you ensure that you don't lose. But here's the deal.
Only seems that way, brother.
July 25th, 2016, that was the day that Max Kellerman said that Tom Brady was over a cliff, or would be in short order within the next 18 months. Over the next 5 seasons that we have been on the air, Tom Brady has went to four Super Bowls and won 3. And this is the expert that wants us to take into account how, age, attrition, father time are something to be concerned about. You would think, Molly, that this man has learned his lesson. about sitting there and writing folks' epitaph a little bit too early. You would think that Max Kellerman would recognize
about being an
greatness
ageist.
and how there's an aberration that occurs every now and then, and that there are people that defy the odds. Even Max Kellerman has ultimately came out and said there are certain people who defy the odds, which brings us to LeBron James. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.